Good Thursday evening. This is Daniel Crawley, Foothills Action Network, and I'm going to take a few minutes on this video to talk about the weather pattern that we're currently in, some things that are happening, and some things that may be coming down the road, especially as we get into this weekend. Let me zoom in on the radar currently, and you can see there is some light precipitation moving through the western Carolinas this evening as of 7:20 p.m., and temperatures are up in the 50s. Of course, we saw a good bit of sunshine this afternoon, and that allowed temperatures to jump up several degrees after experiencing the cold air damming episode that we had on Tuesday. If you look further to the north and west, on the western side of the Appalachians, a lot colder air is moving toward the southeast, as you can see, through a large part of Kentucky, lower Ohio, lower Indiana, and now moving into parts of southwest Virginia. It's cold enough for snow. What's happening is an upper level disturbances moving across Kentucky and will come into Tennessee and the Carolinas overnight, and that precipitation will spread through. Areas to our east may see a chance of some rain and snow mixed. I think for the most part here in the foothills where we are in our 8 counties, we should stay pretty much dry because downsloping will limit any moisture we have while the cold air is trying to move in. So let's go look at the short range model right quick, and this is off the high resolution rapid refresh, and this is what it currently looks like, and it's not too bad as far as the model compared to what the actual radar is showing. Maybe a little bit less across our area currently, but we'll put this into motion and run it through tonight, and you can see as the precipitation moves through, this is at about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and midnight. It's already exiting the region. Now, if you look up into Virginia, some snow is breaking out over toward Roanoke, but for the most part, this is staying liquid. Uh, could parts of Alexander County maybe see a stray snowflake late tonight? It's possible, but really, I'm not expecting a whole lot as far as that goes. Now, if you look at the model, it's wanting to push that cold air into central North Carolina, east of the Triad, north of Raleigh, and up into the northeastern part of North Carolina. What's happening is an area of low pressure will actually be developing off the Carolina coast as we head into the early hours of Thursday morning. And the model is kind of showing that and it wrapping in some cold air. But for us, we're going to be drying out probably around midnight tonight. So no worries for winter weather. There may be a few snow showers in the high country that could spill into Jonas Ridge or Little Switzerland, but it shouldn't be much to worry about as far as accumulation. Maybe a half inch to an inch at most. Now, the thing I'm interested in as a forecaster is what we have going into this weekend. What's happening is as this low pressure develops off the Carolina coast on Thursday morning, there's a massive high pressure across southern Canada that's extending its way down into the United States. As you can see here, 1043 millibar high pressure and 1040 extending into Missouri. When you get that in late January, when you have Arctic air to work with, you can get a really cold air mass, an Arctic air mass to move into the region, and that's what's going to happen. And you can see as the high pressure will gradually shift off to the east as we head into Friday, and then in a position by Saturday morning where it's going to be over Quebec and Ontario in Canada, and you can see how it extends all the way down along the east coast into Virginia, North Carolina. So, going to have a very cold and dry air mass in place. It's going to be a chilly weekend. Let me show you again, and the best way to depict whether the air mass is Arctic in origin is just to look at the dew points. And you can see the dew points as we head into late tomorrow are going to crash into the teens across the Carolinas, and just our north are going to be in the single digits. And you'll see that the dew points remain very low through Friday, through a good part of Saturday, still in the teens on Saturday morning. So you're gonna have a couple chilly days coming up. It'll be fairly mild during the daytime with sunshine, but at night these temperatures will crash in a hurry. And that kind of sets the scenario for what's going to be happening as we head into Sunday. And let me show you the pressure pattern at the time. What we're going to have is be a strong piece of energy coming out of the plains that'll be moving pretty much due to the east. Meanwhile, the high pressure is continued locked in over southeast Canada, and it's trying to wedge its way down the East Coast into the Carolinas. So any moisture that may develop late on Saturday and into Sunday is going to encounter some of this cold air. So for us right now, we are very interested in the Saturday night through Sunday time frame, as there could be some cold air in place with the next storm system. It is way too early to talk about what kind of precip it could be because there's a lot of questions. It's definitely too early to talk about amounts. But for me, this is kind of the first heads up, but this is something we need to watch. And the biggest difference to me with this setup compared to any setup we've had so far this year is that we're going to have Arctic air in place. With the snow events that we've had earlier, temperatures have been marginal, and we've had to rely on upper level dynamics. Well, this is the one time where the cold air is in place, and when the moisture overruns it, you're going to have a very efficient evaporative cooling going on. So, for anybody that's got plans this weekend here in the Carolinas, I would keep an eye on this. We will update our forecast daily, and to kind of give you the latest is what we see. Now, there are still some differences in the models as far as the kind of air mass we will have in place. You're looking here at the NAM, which is a short range model, and it's showing those dew points being as low as they are even as late as Saturday evening. And actually, by this point, precipitation may start approaching the area. So we could start dealing with some freezing precipitation if the NAM is correct. Also, we've looked at the European model today, and it shows a similar depiction. The one big difference we've seen in the models is with the American model, the GFS. It is not nearly as robust with the Arctic type air mass. Let me pull that up right quick, and I'll rewind it back to Saturday morning. As you can see, temperatures, or at least dew points on the NAM, are in the teens and single digits. We'll go to the GFS, for example, and with the GFS, that high pressure is escaping faster, and it's pulling milder air in faster. So that's something we'll have to also keep in mind. And if you took the GFS solution, you're probably limiting any chance of winter weather. So this is something that's going to be a challenging forecast as we head into the weekend. And don't be surprised if we have to make some changes over the next day or two. In particular, Sunday is the day that could get interesting around here. So we'll keep an eye on it. This is Daniel Crawley of Foothills Action Network. As always, check out our website, foothillsweather.net, for your latest forecast. Also, check out our Facebook pages and Twitter. Y'all have a great evening. We'll talk to you later.